The story of The Importance of Being Earnest is really complicated and hard to tell.
This is a crazy plot. This is hard. This is difficult to describe.
The story of The Importance of Being Earnest is just a dumb old tale.
The story of The Importance of Being Earnest is these two guys and their friends, and they are both in love with two different women, and neither of their names are Ernest. But for some reason, the women are infatuated with men named Ernest, and so they basically pretend to be people they are not, and they just lie to each other left and right, trying to win these girls' hearts.
I'd say some of the big themes of Ernest is just honesty.
Honesty.
Deception.
False identities is one of them.
There's a lot of just deceiving people.
Gosh. Is humor a theme?
And then it's funny. That's not really a theme, but it's a comedy.
Is British a theme? I'd say British was a good theme.
Oh yeah, it's definitely to make fun of British playwrights and British stories because it's very much the posh nature of you can't marry this person because they don't benefit you or the family because they're not rich enough.
Obsession, and there's distortion, and there is reversals. Those are the three major elements of comedy. And for Jack, he's very obsessed with the girl Gwendolyn.
Gwendolyn is, I think in a lot of the portrayals of the play or in the movie, she's seen as kind of the more sensible one. And when I first read the script, she didn't really come off that way to me. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna make her super emotional. She's a turn on the dime character. Anything could happen and she could go from being like super happy to being just utterly devastated.
Algernon is probably the biggest red flag of the entire show. He's the better than you. He's the smartest person in the room, and he knows it even when he's definitely not.
Cecily, in my mind, is a pink butterfly, and she just kind of flies around and does what she wants. She feels everything all the way, and she has this diary that she's put her whole imaginary wonderful life in.
He's a very emotionally vulnerable character, which often is a thing in drama, where that's like, there's a lot of crying, there's a lot of all that, but in this one, I, being Jack, am just very easily upset or very easily overjoyed. If I hear the name Gwendolyn, like I'm ready to start jumping up and down and just like, yay! And then whenever Algernon shows up at my house, like hell has broken loose. Nothing could be worse than the thing that just happened. My world is ruined and now I'm angry.
It was definitely a challenge working with a play that was so heavy on the dialogue.
This play has a lot of words in it.
Just like how it's worded is so hard.
It's such a mouthful.
Yeah, the dialogue is very, very, very dense.
There was one, the first day I went and highlighted all of my lines, and there would be like entire pages that's just me talking, and I was looking at it and I was like, okay.
Working with Caitlin was great, as always. She's a very good director.
Caitlin is just always a pleasure to work with.
I love Caitlin. Everybody loves Caitlin.
Every show that I've done with her has been amazing. She's really good at helping bring the character out instead of saying, this is the character I, Miss Caitlin, see. Let me just push that on here. Instead, she lets us play and see what our bodies naturally do with the dialogue.
She's very good at asking the right questions to make you discover the character.
The first time that we discovered that the muffin scene is the way that it is was obviously in rehearsal, and it was Caitlin allowing Connor and I to go on impulse through this scene. There's a part where I run across the stage and I go head to head with Connor, and then he stands up and he drinks tea. That was like my favorite moment. That was so funny because it was like, we didn't talk about that, we didn't plan it, but whenever I went head to head with him, I knew that he was gonna slowly stand up and it was gonna be so like obvious that he's way taller than I am. And then he proceeded to drink the tea that someone else already spit out.
Now, Connor didn't know that Emily was spitting the tea into her cup, and so he would drink it. And he would make a point of drinking all of it, and that was also really funny.
Oh, I learned it way too late. So when people pulled me aside and said, she spits back into that cup, and my jaw just dropped.
It's really fun. It's fun to be able to still feel free to like play with the character while we're in a performance. It was really fun.